tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Dear Venerable Sangha, dear devotees, today is the 17th day of our intensive meditation program. 3 more days for us to continue. So we should determine to continue for next 3 days. So we know most of the Venerables already, they are more happier of their practice. So your experience of the calmness, tranquilities, you have to maintain after this retreat also. It is very important. Ordination life based on the concentration is very important. If anyone maintain concentration every day, together with the concentration doing some other works, ordination life is more happier, more comfortable, more joyful. So all of us have to determine to stabilize the concentration and maintain every day. Without concentration, our wisdom not deeper. So ordination life not so happier. So Buddha always encourage to have the deeper concentration and also deeper wisdoms. Buddha's teaching, Sila, Samadhi, Panya. Sila is moral, Samadhi is concentration. So based on the concentration, Panya, wisdom developments. So we should determine to have the concentration deeply. So the Buddha time, many Venerables, they practice deeply. One of the Venerable, his name is SaṅghaRakkhita. He ordained in the Buddha Sasana in young age, and also he practiced effortfully. Sometimes later, Venerable got very deep concentration and attainment of Arahant. So Venerable, very special life. Walking, so peaceful, talking peaceful, and also Venerable behavior very special. So his brother, younger brother, also very happy of the brother ordination. Later time he got a baby son, also same name, SaṅghaRakkhita. So that the boy also growing up and ordained. His name also SaṅghaRakkhita. So the two SaṅghaRakkhita, because of the nephew, that younger one given name Bhagineya SaṅghaRakkhita, nephew SaṅghaRakkhita. Those young Venerable also having some expectation of the ordination life and had been developing some practice. When the Venerables developing, one day he got 2 rope materials. So those material, one is little bit longer in hand length, one is 8, another one is 7 hand length. So those 2 materials, when he get, he think, oh, big one for my teacher, small one for me. So Venerable had been thinking. So later time, come to the teacher place already teacher gone Pindapata. So before Pindapata prepare everything. So after teacher come and done the duties, teacher finish eating, then sitting somewhere. Then says teacher, I have 2 rope materials. I want to offer one for my teacher. Teacher says, oh Venerable, I have enough rope. My 3 ropes is still very good. Better offer to someone else. You know the Venerables, some they have the determination. Only 3 ropes they are using. You know the osteo practice, Dhutangas, one Dhutanga, they keeping only 3 ropes, no extra ropes. So this Venerable, that maybe he determined only 3 ropes. So Venerable, second time also rejected, third time also rejected. So that says, I have enough rope, please offer to someone else. So then that young Venerable think, oh, my teacher don't like me. That's why he not accepting my rope. So I don't want to keep this my ordination. I better disrobe. Now he's been thinking of disrobing. In that time, he had been fanning to the teacher using the palm leaves. During the Dhamma talk time, we are using this fan into the teacher. While fanning, now he thinking, I destroy, go home, sell this big item, and that buy a goat, later get the milk and sell the milk, and later I get more money, then later I marry. After marry, I get baby. After baby, together baby, wife together, come to see the teachers. On the way, I ask baby to me, but wife don't like to give to me. Later, wife cannot keep baby there, fall down. Then baby got damage with the cart because they are going in the cart. Baby fall down, and later wheel go on the baby. Then the baby gets injured. That time I hit my wife. So then that he used his fan and hit the teacher's head. So that teacher see why this venerable hit to the head. When she understood, oh, he had been thinking of his wife and hit to the wife, but hit to the teachers. Teacher told, oh, venerable, you hit to your wife, but you hit already to me, no? So then the venerable got frightened. Oh, my teacher had seen my mind. He was frightened and he started running away. Other venerables follow him and caught him, then later taken to the Lord Buddha. Explained Bhante, this venerable had been happened these things. Buddha asked venerable, is it true? Yes, Bhante. It is true. Why you are going to disrobe? Or why you are planning this thing? Or my teacher don't like me. He didn't accept my robe material. So Buddha says, venerable, it is not your weaknesses. It is the nature of the mind. The nature of the mind is mind go to the long, far away object, Dūraṅgamaṁ. And also mind is alone going there. And mind don't have body. And mind living inside the cave, heart base. So such a mind, if anyone restrain very well, control very well, Buddha says, can remove all the Māra's bondage. That means can remove all the defilements, can attain path progression. By focusing it, Buddha preached one Dhammapada verse. It comes from the Cittavagga Dhammapada, very small verse. Dūraṅgamaṁ ekacaraṁ asarīraṁ guhāsayaṁ ye cittaṁ saññam-essanti mokkhanti Mārabandhanā. So he explained about the mind. Dūraṅgamaṁ ekacaraṁ asarīraṁ guhāsayaṁ. Mind go to the far away object. And also going alone. And also no body. Living in the cave means inside the heart. Ye cittaṁ, someone, this mind, saññam-essanti, control, or that restrain. Mokkhanti Mārabandhanā, so that they can remove all the Māra's bondages. That means can attain path progression. Buddha explained it. So here Buddha explained about mind, mental nature. So how to remove this Māra's bondage and how to get the attainments. So the Buddha explained here the mind. Mind is going to the faraway object and alone going, and also no body, living in heart. So life means actually mind and karma. Life means. But we feel person happier means internal mental condition. Person is suffering, internal mental conditions. Person is joyful, person is wiseful, person is tranquility, internal mental conditions, mental ingredients. Example, blood. You know that we have the blood. Blood have the various ingredients. White blood, red blood, sugar, salt, various things. If these things balance, if these things equal, so that person is healthier. If these things are higher, blood sugar is higher, person is not normal. Salt is higher, also not normal. Heart is this thing not normal. And also other ingredients is higher. Unnecessary things higher. Means not normal person. If too much, even unconscious. Same way, mental factors, craving, hatred, wrong view, ego, conceit, these mental factors, if too much, person is not normal, abnormal. So that we call some of the depression or some of mental difficulties person. So some level we have, craving we have, hatred we have, but some level is still under control. So such a one we say is still normal, but still craving, hatred, this thing have, but still person is normal. So these kind of mental factors together our mind, we call person. These mental factors, ingredients, is not balanced. Person is not balanced. Person is sometimes this unnecessary mental factors is stronger, person completely different. So that if the mental factors, craving or hatred or conceit or wrong view is stronger, cannot associate others, not easy associate others. Others don't like him. This person, he cannot live comfortably. But if anyone have under control, their life is comfortable. We say this person is still good, but not attained. Means mental factors. Such a mind, corrections, such a mind, purifying, such a mind, cleaning is called meditation practice. We are developing mental practice or we are following Buddha. Buddha's teaching means purifying such a mind developing. So that we have to understand the meditation means our mind, some wrong mental factors there, we are going to correct those mental factors to the right level. So that meditation practice later balance in the mind and so mental healthier by the meditation practice. Here the Buddha explained about the mind. Mind we know have the unnecessary things, many unnecessary things. Craving, hatred, conceit, wrong views, those are most effective unnecessary things. If the mind got those things, cannot be the happier. Sometimes worrying, suffering, sometimes craving. So all the time suffering. So such a mind, we are living longer time, but cannot balance. Balancing is we had to remove these things, craving, hatred, conceit. This kind of mental factors we should remove completely. Then only life become more and more comfortable. So in the meditation practice, what does? It is very simple in the meditation practice. The giving good object to the mind. So bad object always bring the bad energy. So the craving object always bring the bad energy to the mind. Hatred, delusion, conceit all bring the bad energy to the mind. Example here, if you think the dirty dog come here, so bad smell here. Muddy dog come here, muddy here. So that sick dog come here, sickness here. Because of that dog, they bring different things. Same way, the craving come not alone. When you get the craving object, craving come with the craving mental factors. Hatred object come with the hatred mental factors. Delusion object come with the delusion mental factors. Conceit object come with the conceit mental factors. So heart get filled of these dirty things. Later you are suffering. So that in the example, we think one, the container, water container. So this container is dirty water, many dirty water, because many water come outside, dirty water, muddy water, dirty water, bad smelly water, various type waters come, but all dirty. Such a water, if we wanted to have the clean one, what we have to do? We have to give the very simplest way. We have to supply the clean water. We supply clean water one side. Then we supply clean water. Sometimes later inside their water getting very clean, because the clean water come and muddy water reduce. Water become very clean. Can use it. So this is the nature of the concentration. That clean water is equal to the wholesome object. We are giving wholesome object. Meditation object means wholesome object. It got beautiful mental factors, clean mental factors. Those mental factors given to the heart. Again we are giving. Later heart become very clean. You feel very relaxed, very comfortable, tranquility, brightness, concentration. All these conditions come because of the we given clean that mental factors. Meditation object means supply clean mental energies, clean mental factors to the heart. Great object supply dirty mental factors to the heart. Hatred, delusion, all those mentalities, object always bring dirty thing to the heart. Clean one is the meditation object. Meditation means we are supplying good things to the heart. So that when we are doing this work, we have to have the skillfulness. We should be the skillfulness equals sakko. It's skillful. We are doing skillful. So if when you are giving this meditation object also 50, dirty object also we give 50, our mind never change. We giving the meditation object 50, so dirty object also we give the 50. That example, 50% of the mind is wholesome, 50% craving, hatred. Never develop. Little bit can change, but you never develop. You are in the same level. Even you are practicing even 100 years, not changing your mind is most of the time same level. So if you are capable to increase that wholesome object percentage is higher, 75% of the wholesome object you are giving. 25% greed, hatred, delusion object only come to the heart. That is working. So you are giving 75%, 25% is dirty things. It is working. Gradually become better and better, cleaning your heart. Later you get very calm, comfortable, some tranquilities. If you opposite, you are giving the dirty mental factors 75, only the clean one 25. It's never developed. You will never liberate in the samsara. So because your wholesome mentality is very weakened, dirty mentalities, greed, hatred, delusion very strongest, never develop. So that yogis had to have the capabilities to convert their mentalities, wholesome mental factors 75%, that dirty mental factors 25%. At least they had to have this capability. Then only they can change their mind. So meditation object means giving good things, because meditation mind, if you are focusing breath, if you are focusing Buddha Anusati, any of the object contain beautiful mental energies, beautiful mental factors. Those factors is supportive to clean the heart. So that the greed, hatred, delusion supportive to the dirty the heart and agitation. So that if anyone in the simplest way train meditation object, heart become clean and cleaner, later tranquility, calmness, brightness, and also deeper concentration, life is completely different. Because earlier heart is dirty heart, now heart is clean heart. That are the things we are doing by the meditation practice. So everyone had to have these capabilities. Immediately we know it is not easy, but if you are doing it continuously, within 2-3 years you can convert your heart to the clean heart. Then you are based on this clean mind. So easy ordination life is comfortable, joyful, and also ordination life is happyful. So we should determine to bring up more and more wholesome object with the meditation objects. So the ordination life, we have to train this mind, wholesome mind, meditation mind. We have to train it again and again. We have to train. At beginning, it's not easy, we know, but have to do it. If not do, we never can experience the deeper calmness, concentrations. If the lay life before ordination, if you practice 1 hour, 2 hours or more effective. If the ordination life, if you practice 1 hour, 2 hours, less effective. There is a reason. Because if the lay life, you are practicing 1 hour, 2 hours, is very big thing because you are with the fire. Lay life is with the fire because many suffering. Sometimes family things, sometimes working place things, and also society things. Many suffering together you are living. So many difficulties together you are living. So if you are practice 1 hour means very big thing for you. Easy get some results. Because many suffering, your aim is overcome this suffering. Your aim is renunciation. Renunciation means liberation. So you are focusing liberation together. This practice 1 hour more effective than the ordination 1 hour practice. Ordination life, if you practice 1 hour, less effective. Reason is sometimes that you forget that you come from this firing place. You come from this suffering place. You forget. Because devotees, they are offering food for us. They are that offering so that other facilities. We forget all the suffering, earlier suffering. We are living some simple, relaxed life. So that forgetful all the difficulties, fighting things. So we are living the comfortable life. You are practicing 1 hour, 2 hour, not effective. You come for some reason. Ordination for some reason. To develop mind, so need to, you spend your time, 10 hours, 12 hours, 15 hours, you have to spend. Then only you feel suffering. You feel suffering, the life is suffering, so I have to end up the suffering. Then you can convert your life. If not, you are attached to this comfortableness, you never develop. Ordination is good life, but you never develop. So that yogis have to have the capabilities of effortfulness of development. So for the developments, effortful necessary. So we should determine to have more and more effort. 4 5 years it is necessary. Then only you can convert. So you are up to the concentration level, up to the deep mindful level, up to the wisdom level. You can develop your practice. Then ordination life more energetic. If not, you are practicing, you will never develop, you are living with the defilements, or because you forget, earlier you come from the firing place, suffering place. Some of the wiseful ones, they are reminding, that we had been suffering, many suffering in the life. So here, again, we have to remind it, samsara, again we are going to this suffering, we have to end up this suffering. How to end up? Have to practice, have to develop. More and more wholesome object have to develop, be determined and practice, then you can overcome it. So Buddha explained, so mind developments, very important. So here in this verse, Buddha explained, mind is Dūraṅgamaṁ, going to the faraway object. Sometimes go to the faraway Anuradhapura, or sometimes Colombo, sometimes home, various places. We are thinking our mind go to that place, actually not. Mind cannot go far away. Mind is stay in the same place in our heart base. Get the object only, but we are feeling that mind going out. Only by the psychic power some is different, but generally you don't have ability to go your mind to the far away. Only object, your mind is still within these 6 feet, within the inside your body, your mind. But object is changing, Anuradhapura, Colombo, these things. Only object changing, but mind is still inside your 6 feet, your body. So that you have to understand, mind not going far away, mind is still inside your body. But mind living alone, mind that don't have the body, mind living alone is separately. So Buddha says, Dūraṅgamaṁ, ekacaraṁ, asarīraṁ. Guhāsayaṁ means living inside the heart base. So Buddha says, yes cittaṁ saññam-essanti, yes cittaṁ, someone, such a mind, saññam-essanti, control, well controlled. But then Buddha explains, mokkhanti Mārabandhanā, that bondage of the Māras, can overcome, can remove. So that what is the Māra's bondage? Not external Māras. We are thinking external Māras. No. Internal Māras, defilements Māras. You have the craving is one of the Māra. Hatred, delusion, conceit. So those are the wrong views. Those are the biggest Māras we have to overcome. Keeping these things inside your heart, you never come to the real calmness, comfortableness. These things you have to remove. To remove it, the first necessary thing is you have to have the capabilities to bring good object to your heart. Morning until wake up time, until sleeping time, you have to maintain. Some we see is not properly practiced. Means you are not capable one. Sometimes morning not calm, lazy, evening not joining chanting, lazy. Such a one never develop. Because your effort not enough. That lay life, 2-3 hours practice also effective because you are in the fire. But ordination life, 2-3 hour practice not effective because you are in the comfortable. You forget you are suffering. So therefore that we need more practice, more effortful practice. Morning had to wake up, had to do the chanting, and evening also had to do the chanting. Someday we see not joining chanting, it's not suitable. But chanting is one of the very important things. So that someday says, I am very doubtful, very difficult, means actually your faith no factor not enough. If your faith factor good, your doubtness all disappear. So if the faith factors become better, that your doubtfulness, all the things disappear. You are more confident. You have to increase more buddhanusati, more reciting, paritta, these things are necessary. Until more effective level, you have to increase faith factor, then all the doubtfulness. Otherwise, you are doubtful your sila, you are doubtful other things because your faith factor weaken. When the faith factor is stronger, all the doubtfulness disappear, confidence. One of the mental factor inside the heart is called adimokha, firm abilities. That mind is stronger, then no doubtful, mind firm, mind stable, mind not shaking, not vibrating. Because confidence is stronger because of the faith. Faith is one of the very important. Faith comes with the chanting, faith comes with the buddhanusatis. These things necessary to overcome our difficulties. So buddhanusati together, we have to train, more practice, we have to join chanting. So morning and evening chanting, these things together. Some we see not joining means they are not developing. So that we have to develop our mentalities. We have to compare in which group we are. We explain 3 groups, 3-4 groups. One is 75-25, another one 25-75, another one 50-50. You can compare in which group you are in. If you are in the unwholesome 75, wholesome 25, you never develop. If you are in the wholesome 75, unwholesome 25, you are developing. If you are in the wholesome 50, unwholesome 50, you are not developing. So that you can compare with which group you are, so that you have to convert yourself. Wholesome object, you have to bring at least to 75, unwholesome, you control up to the 25. Then day by day your life getting better. After 2-3 years you are very comfortable. After 4-5 years you are more stable. Your concentration is stable, brightness is stable. That your concentration, tranquility is wisdom, more stable. So that ordination life more happier, more comfortable. So we are determined to convert our mentalities together with this Buddha's teaching. So definitely we can overcome our difficulties. Effort that you should maintain, determined to maintain this effort continuously until you reach to the higher levels. Purify our mind. To purify mind, it is necessary to maintain meditation object, Dhamma object, wholesome object. Meditators have to have the capabilities to maintain wholesome object until to the certain level. Then only we come to the real happiness of the ordination life. We have to compare in which group we are in. 75, 25, 25, 75 or 50-50. You can compare. 50-50, wholesome 50, unwholesome 50, you are not developing. Unwholesome 75, wholesome 25 also never develop. Wholesome 75, unwholesome 25, you are everyday training, you are definitely developing. So you have to understand in which group you are. You have to convert your group to the correct group, then definitely your ordination life day by day become better and better. So that we are developing means mental development. That if you are following your own ideas, you will never develop. You have to follow your mental natures, then you are developing. Your mental natures need to do this thing, then developing. You are following your own idea, you are never developing. So among this development, Buddhanusati, chanting, very important. If anyone do the Buddhanusati more and more, chanting more and more, all the doubtness can overcome. Ordination life become more and more stable. So maybe this way we train chanting and also Buddhanusati and also that our meditation objects, we try to maintain more wholesome objects. So definitely we can develop. So we wish all the venerables to continue this practice, fulfill the practice, experience the concentration, experience the brightness, experience the absorption concentration, and let experience the vipassana knowledges and attainment of all the path, portions and nibbana. Dūraṅgamaṁ saranai. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Idang o ñāti nang o tu sukhita o tu ñātayo. Idang o ñāti nang o tu sukhita o tu ñātayo. Idang o ñāti nang o tu sukhita o tu ñātayo. Ettavata camme sampatang punya sampada. Sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhūta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe sattva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Ākāsattā ca bhummattā devā nāga mahiddhika. Puññantaṁ anumoditva chiraṁ rakkhantu sambuddha sāsanam. Chiraṁ rakkhantu sambuddha desanam. Chiraṁ rakkhantu sambuddha sāvakam. Chiraṁ rakkhantu maṁ paranti. Asmiन् vihāre chārāme adhivattā ca devata. Anumoditva imam puññam rakkhantu jina sāsanam. Sabbe sattā ca majjatā itā ca itā ca me. Anumoditva imam puññam bojjantu amatam padam. Imina puñña kammena māme bāla samāgamo. Sataṁ samāgamo tu yāva nibbāna pattiyā. Imina puñña kammena māme bāla samāgamo. Sataṁ samāgamo tu yāva nibbāna pattiyā. Imina puñña kammena māme bāla samāgamo. Sataṁ samāgamo tu yāva nibbāna pattiyā. Imāya dhammānu dhamma patipattiyā buddhaṁ pujemi. Imāya dhammānu dhamma patipattiyā dhammam pujemi. Imāya dhammānu dhamma patipattiyā sangham pujemi. Addhā imāya patipattiyā jāti jarā maranamma parimuñcissāmi. Kāyena vācā cittena pamādena maya katam. Accayaṁ kamame bante bore pañña tathāgata. Kāyena vācā cittena pamādena maya katam. Accayaṁ kamame dhamma sandettika kālika. Kāyena vācā cittena pamādena maya katam. Accayaṁ kamame sangha puññam ketta anuttara. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.